Well, everyone, I'm back. I have been kind of out of it for the last 3 weeks. The first 3 weeks of this year, I had whatever bug that's going around, I had it. And so I'm past all that. I'm feeling great and I am ready to get going on my quilting journey. The last time I was on here, I was telling you how I had was organizing all of my UFOs and getting them all together and had them in these boxes. And I was telling you how the orange ones, I'm going to use the orange ones for my current projects, and the clear ones that I have a plethora of, I'm going to keep those in there until I move them into these projects. And so with the first project that I am going to be working on is a mini Bargello quilt that I started with my guild. I belong to several different quilting guilds, and we started this project last year, and I didn't finish it. And it's just a small wall hanging. And the instructor was Jennifer Holden. I'm sorry, Holdens, and so I finished the quilt. Actually, I finished it last week. I was feeling a little bit better, so I did come in my room and I finished quilting it. So this is the wall hanging. And so all I need to do at this point now is put on my binding and my label. And so once I get these on here, I'll be done with one project out of my UFOs. Now the second project that I'm going to be working on is Now, my second project that I'm going to be working on is another project from my other guild that I belong to. I actually started a block of the month project last year, and I was the one that put it together. And this is the quilt. This is the flimsy, actually. When you're making a quilt and you just have just the top part of it is called a flimsy until it becomes quilted, binding and backing. It's really not a quilt, it's just a flimsy. Anyway, so this flimsy, it's a small wall hanging, but I decided to make it just a tad bit bigger, so I will be adding a border onto this, and then I'll be quilting it and binding it and putting a label on it. And this, since it's going to be a wall hanging, I will put a hanging sleeve on the back of it so that I can hang and display this quilt. And that's one of my projects that I'm working on. And then the other project, I had posted this, that I had went and did long arming at Authorized Vac and Sew. And so this is the quilt that I was working on there. And this is the back of it. And I was learning how to do long arming on a Pro Stitcher, which was so fun. Anyway, so this quilt right here is all done. It just needs to be squared up. It needs to be squared up, and what that is you're taking all this excess binding off the sides, squaring up the quilt so that I can at that point put the binding on it. And I'm going to use this as a wall hanging, so I will be putting a hanging sleeve on it, my binding, and a label. And then the next project that I'll be working on is I am going to be going live on TikTok this Sunday with the Black Sewing Network, and we're going to be teaching people how to quilt. And the project that we're going to be working on is a disappearing 9-patch. And a disappearing 9-patch is a regular 9-patch, 9 squares, and then you cut them in a certain way and you switch it around to make something different. And so these are the fabrics that I picked out for the project. And with a lot of projects in quilting, to get a good look on things, you need a light, a medium, and a dark fabric. And so these are the fabrics that I pulled out, and you can tell I like blue. Anyway, so this is the quilt that I'm going to be working on for that project, and I will be showing you my process on getting all my pieces together for this sew along that'll be this Sunday. And final project that I'm working on is I'm actually decided to get into garment sewing, and so I started cutting out this pattern right here. It's McCall's 6265, and so I like a good tunic, so I got this. I've actually cut out my fabric. It's right here, and it's blue, of course. And so I'll be taking you on my journey on getting that done too. Well, just hoped that I would have been further along in this in January, but like I said, the first 3 weeks I was just out of it. But I'm ready to go, and we're ready to get these projects done and show you by the end of this month what I got done. Hopefully, I get at least 2 projects done this month, and see you the next time. Bye.